Hey y'all, I hope you are having a wonderful day. And before you go any further into your weekend or to your day or into your next path in life, whether it's college or a new job or what have you, you need to hear this. Before you start your day, you need to make sure you listen to some of these words that I'm getting ready to share with you. As many of you know, I am doing Jennifer Rothschild's study, in-depth Bible study on Psalms 23, where each week we are taking one verse at a time and just ripping it apart. I mean, looking at each word and what it means and digging deep into the Bible, and it's just so good and so rich, so rich. Well, last night when I was finishing the study, I was just convicted by some of the words that I read. And I'm thinking, if I was convicted by this, I'm hoping I'm not alone. And I want to share these words with you. It said, the condition of the sheep is a reflection of the shepherd. Now think about that. The condition of the sheep. We are the sheep, all right? You're a person, you're a sheep, God is the shepherd. We follow him, he guides us. He doesn't tug us along like I thought about when I used to show my steers at the Strawberry Festival in Plant City. I would show my steers, and I would sometimes, it depended on the steer, sometimes I'd kind of guide it, and it was a great steer, and it was gentle, and we had a great rapport. And then my senior year, because I didn't work with it so much, it was showing me. I was pulling it where it needed to go, and it was a struggle. But God doesn't force us in life. He's not that way. He's gentle, and he's kind and compassionate. And so he guides us. So whenever I read the condition of the sheep is a reflection of the shepherd, we are a reflection of God. And it also made me think about words that I've said so many times in my journal entries and so many times with my kids, and even today, this morning, before one of them went off for the work and for the weekend, I said, remember who you are and whose you are. You're a child of God. And whenever we have Christ in us, we have that relationship with Christ, we need to make sure that we are reflecting that, because that's what we are. So, in verse 3, what we've been studying, talking about how he restores our soul. So in the Bible study, we got into what our soul really is and how he restores us, and when we stray and how we come back, how he brings us back, and how he leads us, and the paths and what righteousness is, and how it's all for his name's sake. So in life we have this path we're taking, and Jesus is guiding us along. And y'all, it's not about us. Life is not about us. It's about God. And whatever we're doing in life, it's for his glory, and that's how it should be. Let me share some quotes from this Bible study that it just gets to me, and it's so good, and I want you to just love this. This one right here, it says, we don't have to know the path, we just need to know the shepherd. How many times do you go, oh, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Oh, what's ahead? And you want to know what this path is. Well, sometimes life is going to be bumpy, even with that relationship with Christ, sometimes especially with a relationship with Christ. But you've got that goal in mind. You've got the end in mind. It's going to be glory to him. And we don't need to know necessarily the path. We need to be discerning. We need to be prayerful about this. But we need to make sure we know the shepherd. Because as long as we are holding his hand in life and walking with him, you're not going to go wrong. Stick with God. Another one I want to share with you, it says that we don't control the path. It says all we control is our attitude and our actions on the path. So if your path is a little rough, just like I mentioned, instead of questioning the path, trust the guide. You need to trust God, trust the Creator, instead of saying, whoa, wait a minute, are we doing a detour here, or this isn't going as smooth as I thought it would go. Trust in him, because there's going to be glory in the end. I've got a thing, I always had it in my classroom when I taught, and I have it in my one of the bathrooms in my house now, and it says attitude is everything. You know what? I know for me that's to be true, whether it's for health reasons or just something else is getting you down, whatever may be pressing on you and is causing you to be an old fuddy-duddy in life. You know what? Change your attitude. Think about the good. Think about the end. Have a mindset. Have a good attitude, because your attitude is going to get you a long, long way. And people don't want to be around negative ninnies anyhow. We want to be around people that are positive and that are happy and that are encouraging. And when things do get tough, we want to be able to lift each other up. So make sure that you have a fabulous attitude in life, even when the path gets bumpy. Make sure you got a good attitude, because you know the guide, and you know he's going to guide you in the right direction. Another thing that she had us do, it was, let me find here. Oh, and thinking about attitude, how many times, I know this has happened with me, sometimes you have to go to a function, a party, a banquet, something. You know what? This weekend in our area, our youth from different churches are having a wonderful weekend called Ignite Weekend. And different homes are hosting youth and high schoolers. And then they go and they do outreach, and they go and they praise and do worship. And there's so many different things. I'm going to have 10, 11th grade boys here at my house all weekend long. But I am sure that there's probably some youth that they didn't want to go. They're only going because mama said they had to go, or they're only going because their friend said, come with me, which, good friend, way to go. But sometimes they're not going to do it. But I guarantee it, by the time they leave out of here, they're going to be glad they came. Sometimes when I go to these functions, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to put on a smile, and I don't really want to be here, but I'm going to be here. And you know what? It ends up being a great time, and you have a wonderful experience. So it's all about your attitude. So have a good attitude. And so here we go. I only want to share just a couple of more things with you, and then I'm going to end it on a Bible verse. But it says, oh, this is like a prayer. I'm going to be praying this right here. Jennifer says, I don't want to settle for just desire and good intentions, which a lot of times we think, oh, I want the desire, God, and I had good intentions in doing something. I don't want just that. Kind of like in life, I don't want to be just okay, like those commercials during the NCAA tournaments cracked me up when it was just not just okay is okay. You want to be better. But she continues on and says, I want the liberty and power that comes from really, really, really trusting Him and living like it. So don't just desire God. Don't just do something with good intentions, but do it because you really, really, really want the power and liberty to be trusting in Him and living that way. Live that way. So, another little exercise that she had us do, we're always getting in scripture and looking up different scriptures. And she had asked us about what is something, just like in life, you have to have road signs. And what is something that you look to, even like a GPS, what is something you look to keep you going? Well, here's one right here. Colossians 3:23, this is the one that I often use in life. And it says that whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as you're working for the Lord and not for man. So, in anything in life, guys, whatever you do, whether it's going to Ignite, whether it's going to a new job or a path in life that you're not really crazy about, or maybe you're having to go and pull weeds for somebody or whatever, I don't know, whatever your thing is in life doing, even as simple as just taking out the trash, make sure that you do it for the glory of God. Because when you do that, think about this whole circle, guys, when you do that, you're going to have a good attitude. Because you know that anytime you're doing something for God and you're following God, even though it may be a struggle, there will be glory in the end and there will be much joy. So have a good attitude in whatever you do. Remember, whose You are, because you are a reflection of the shepherd. And I don't want people looking at me. I just got choked up thinking about it. I don't want people looking at me and going, I thought she was a Christian. Why is she behaving this way? So if you have Jesus in your life and you have a relationship, not just know about him, Satan knows about him, you know? The demons, they know God. They know Scripture. They're afraid of him. They know him. But do you know him in your heart? That is what I hope and pray for you, that you know Jesus and you have him in your heart, and that you are going to be a reflection of him that is going to shine so bright. People are going to want to say, I want what she's got, or I want what he's got. So think about that. Think about that as you go, because it is all for the glory of God. And whenever I type this up and include it in the written portion of the journal entry for SoakingUpTheSun.com, I'm going to list some scripture where it talks about for his name's sake, because everything you do has got to be for God. So think about that for the weekend or for the week, whenever you're watching this. And one more time before we take off, let me read this part again that really convicted me. The condition of the sheep is a reflection of the shepherd. How are you reflecting the shepherd? All right, that's it. Have a great day. And you know what? Go. Get involved in this. You can go get the book, or you can do the book, or you can even do the DVDs, or you can even go online and watch her. It's a great study, y'all, and it's so refreshing to the soul. Psalms 23. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.